Hello and welcome to the final episode of my Pokemon Emerald Theta Nuzlocke. It's been a fun ride, but we've got to win now. You know I've got this.
You should get to the point where anyone else would quit, and you're not gonna stop there!
But before we take on the dastardly villains that are the Elite Four, we have to make our way through the Victory Road. And on the Victory Road I caught the last Pokemon of this run that just so happened to be a Medicham. Well, that's a bit disappointing. And I named this Pokemon after Gil, who gave us the info we needed to get Mega Beedrill. Sorry, it was right at the end of the run.
Just say Smith again, it don't matter. None of this matters.
Well, with this out of the way, we come across Wally and we absolutely stomp him into the ground with our Efort. And it was at this point I realised I needed strength and flash to get through this area of the game. So I went back and grabbed our two HM slaves that have been helping us thanklessly through the whole series. Thank you for your service. And I of course have to do more bloody puzzles.
This fucking guy. What do you want to do? Shut it down?
Yeah.
You may ask, Jake, why are you so bad at puzzles? And I will tell you, because I'm dumb as hell, obviously. I then got to the point where I realised there was water and had to go all the way back to the Pokemon Center again. So we go to retrieve our Water HM slave Laser Knight one more time before the final hurrah. After me getting lost a million times, we finally reach the exit of the Victory Road with no major issues occurring. Well, we are here at the end of the road. We shall fight them on the beaches. We shall fight them on the hills.
Never give up. Never surrender.
And the first obstacle in our way is Sidney, who looks like he should be in Rancid. The first Pokemon he sent out was a Weavile, and I sent in our prize pig Caleb. The Weavile opens up with an Icicle Crash that does minimal damage to Caleb while damaging herself in the process. And then Caleb responds with an Earthquake, almost killing the Icy Git with a big mighty chunk of earth. But in what will become a regular occurrence in the Elite Four, Sidney uses a full restore on his Weavile. We still hit it again with an Earthquake that does similar damage to the last time, getting it near death. And then it decides to perform Seppuku on us with an Icicle Crash that kills it in the process of attacking us. And he then sends out a Scrafty, which doesn't even get a hit in as Caleb murders it with a single hammer arm. The next Pokemon up was a Bisharp, that manages to get the jump on Caleb with a feeble Iron Head. Caleb responds with an Earthquake that utterly crumbles the Bisharp in one strong hit. The next Pokemon up was a Tyranitar who whips up a... not even gonna say it.
Oh fuck, I can't believe you've done this.
And because of Tyranitar's unrelenting force, I decided to swap in our very own Efort to break its heart. And he is hit with a very powerful Stone Edge on his entrance that gets him down into the yellow with a follow-up from Sandstorm, getting his health into the red. And I believed in Efort, so I went with a super effective Moonblast, hoping it would kill the Tyranitar because another hit would mean death. Oh god, it didn't kill her. Oh, it's all good, Tyranitar missed.
I never doubted you for a second.
And following this, Efort administers his draining kiss of death on the poor simp that is Tyranitar. The next Pokemon up is a Greninja, and because I assumed Efort was faster than Greninja, I stuck with them and a Shadow Sneak hit us. Okay, just gonna say it, this is the luckiest Pokemon ever. And with this attempt on Efort's life completed, he responds with a Drain Kiss that nearly kills the Greninja in one hit. But sadly for Sidney, his very own Sandstorm backfires and provides the final hit on his Greninja. This squad really likes some self-ending, don't they?
Let's show them, huh? You silly sods.
And the last Pokemon that Sidney sends out is an Absol, which Mega Evolves on its entrance, which could be trouble, if we weren't using Efort of course. Before the Absol can do anything, we give it a big ol' smooch on the kisser, giving us most of our health back. And the Absol responds by playing rough with our Efort.
Joke's on you, I'm into that shit!
But before we can get another hit in, the Absol again hits Efort with a play rough. You cannot kill our Fort with something he enjoys, you fool! And Absol fell in love with Efort like, you know, everyone does. We then again go for another Death Kiss that comes very close to taking the smitten Absol out. And after some typical healing shenanigans and being immobilized by love, Efort gets the kill with their kiss. Man, Efort really is a total beast and a worthy general in the army of our Bug King Bongzilla. Well, with that out of the way, the next Elite Four member was Phoebe, the Ghost type user. And she starts off the battle with a Miss Magius, and I sent in Caleb first again to bust some ghosts. Miss Magius used a nasty plot which didn't stop her death at the hands of a Flare Blitz from our Fiery Pig. The next Pokemon she sent out was a Gengar, and the Gengar manages to hit first with a slightly damaging Sludge Wave. Then Caleb responds with an Earthquake that utterly destroys his ghostly apparition from this plane of existence. She then sent out an Aegislash, who doesn't even get a hit in before being destroyed by a Flare Blitz. And after this we are confronted by a Chandelure. With Caleb flagging, I sent in Noxus, who was hit with a pretty strong Shadow Ball upon his entrance. On the next round of combat, I got Noxus to use his Zen Headbutt that does a great deal of damage to the Chandelure, but with it not dying, it responds with another powerful Shadow Ball. And enraged by the damage it took, Noxus finishes off this Git with another Zen Headbutt. Then she sent out to Dusk Noir, and I believed in Noxus, so I went for another crunch, killing it in one shot. And the final Pokemon we come up against is a Sableye, that she of course Mega Evolves, which will be the same for every last Pokemon here. With Noxus very injured, I swapped in again our dominating hero, that is Ephot the Trap, who is hit with a knockoff on his entrance. I see your game trying to derobe our beautiful goddess.
Wow, what an asshole.
And after poor Ephot has his clothes removed by the Sableye, it falls in love. I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. Ephot's first order of business is to absolutely destroy this simp with a powerful Moonblast, almost killing it. And on the next turn of combat, the Sableye is immobilized by love.
Of course!
Then Ephot rewards this dutiful simping with the death this Sableye deserves with a Moonblast. You don't even deserve a Drain Kiss, you worm.
It's 'cause I'm a bitch.
Well, with that battle out of the way, we are up against Glacia. And you might have noticed that through that whole sequence there, we didn't use the Bug King once. And this is because we had to give the other Pokemon a chance to shine, but that ends now. Release the Bug King.
Are you okay?
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
That was easy.
So yeah, Mega Bongzilla is basically the best Pokemon ever. Well, we are now up against the last Elite Four member before the champion, the Dragon user Drake. And the first Pokemon Drake sends out is his Hydreigon, and I stuck with our beastly bug Bongzilla. Before Bongzilla can use his deadly Mega Horn, he's hit with a Fire Blast that does a lot of damage. But unfazed by this, the Bug King kills this fool with a single hit from his mighty Mega Horn. The next Pokemon up was a Flygon, and this weak-ass pretender is struck down with a single Mega Horn before it can act. After this, the old Git sent out a Haxorus, which is also cleaved apart by the Mega Horn of the Bug King. Then he sent out a Kingdra, and I thought it was time to give the Bug Lord a break, so I switched in our shiny hero Slayer. Slayer takes a very strong Draco Meteor on their entrance that gets them well within the danger zone. And after a small war of attrition, the Vileplume manages to whittle down the Kingdra's health with Giga Drains. The next Pokemon up is a Dragolge, and we open up with a Giga Drain that does basically nothing, and it responds with a Draco Meteor. And because I'm very stupid, I left in Slayer for another Giga Drain that did basically nothing, and we're again hit with another Draco Meteor. After recovering from my momentary madness, I swap out Slayer for our very own Ephot, who comes in and takes care of this Git easily with 2 strikes from his powerful Moonblast. And the last Pokemon we come up against is a Mega Salamence. Oh lordy. The Dragon Beast hits first with an Iron Tail that does a lot of damage to our beautiful Trap Overlord, who charms the Git in the process. But he doesn't take this sitting down and returns fire with a Moonblast that does well over half of her health. And luckily for us, the dragon misses us and we get off a free Drain Kiss, returning some of our energy. Then before we can get the kill, Drake cheats and uses a full restore on his little dragon friend. But after 2 full restore heals and the Salamence being immobilized by love, we get the kill with a critical Moonblast. Moral of the story is, don't mess with our top 1% of OnlyFans Trap.
Press 1 for butt fun.
And it's here our journey comes to an end with a battle with the flamboyant champion Wallace. Wallace starts off with a Politoed and we send in the Bug King to once again go crumping. And unsurprisingly, the Politoed cannot stand up to the overwhelming might of Bongzilla's Poison Jab. Well, let's save some time here. Poison Jab, dead. Poison Jab, dead. And Poison Jab, dead. This is me after I saw that.
Oh yeah, I have OCD, oversized cock disorder.
And with Bongzilla's work done, I thought I'd give the others a chance, so I sent in his lead General Noxus. And before we can do anything, Gyarados springs up into the air and then hits us on the next turn for a decent bit of damage. Then we rend it asunder with a Dragon Claw, which does a boatload of damage. And the Gyarados dances for us? And we finish off this little Shakira wannabe with another powerful Dragon Claw, killing the Git. Well, this is it, the final Pokemon of this run, Swampert. This must be some kind of sick joke to remind me of my starter, Kevin Bacon. Oh my god, it's going mega. Well, this is it, boys. Time to go over the top and end this. And we start off proceedings by having Noxus fly into the sky, and he manages to hit the Swampert without getting hit himself. At this point, Noxus was completely totaled, so I decided to bring in our shiny metal plant Slayer. If anyone can take a hit from this ice punch, it's this beast. Don't die, Slayer. Well, with that, this journey comes to an end and we managed to not lose a single Pokemon during this end run. This has been a very fun time for me to edit and record, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Before we sign off, let's bow our heads and honour those we lost. Senator Sanders was killed behind the scenes. Then my sheer incompetence that Osric die again. Kevin Baker reached his final curtain call. Can't you see that they are just like you? Mere mortals, except for Bongzilla. One by one they die because I am dumb. I should feel ashamed. And if you are my Pokemon, you're gonna have to suffer. Carlos Santana was the best demon duck. Chokiyami was a giant flying toilet. Can't you see that they are just like you? Mere mortals, except for Bongzilla. One by one they die because I am dumb. I should feel ashamed. And if you are my Pokemon, you're gonna have to suffer. Gonna have to suffer. Gonna have to suffer. Gonna have to suffer.